Hello, welcome. Let us discuss and understand how you can use JMeter variables along with Groovy script to solve the real world problems. In the last video, we have extracted a token using Groovy, but where exactly did we store it? And how did the next request access it? This is where most beginners get confused. In this video, I will show you three powerful objects in JMeter, that is vars, props and prev. And once you understand this, you can control almost anything in your test. You can think a JMeter like a system where data flows between requests, and Groovy gives you access to do that, and Groovy gives access to that data using these three key objects. Here vars means per user variable. It means it stores data for each user separately. Now let me open the JMeter first and let us start looking into it practically. I will go to JMeter bin folder, open the terminal, sh space jmeter.sh. So this is my test plan. I will add the thread group and I will add one HTTP sampler. I will just give HTTP, yes, you can give any sample website www.google.com, and I will add the listener to view the result, view result tree. To write the Groovy script, I will add the post processor to this one. It means we will extract the response from this request and we will do the processing on that. Add post processor JSR223 post processor, and here you need to select Groovy, and here you can write the Groovy script. Here first thing is we will look into this vars. It is a per user variable. It means it stores a data for each user separately. For example, you can say vars dot put, and I will call it as thread num. That is a thread number. We will extract the thread number and we will store in this particular variable thread num. For that you can use here ctx variable. Here you can see ctx dot get thread num dot to string, and then you can use vars dot get of this particular variable thread num if you want to get the variable. So what I can do is to observe the value, I will add one debug sampler here under the thread group. Add sampler debug sampler. If I run this now, let us see whether it will provide a proper value. Debug sampler request response. You can see thread num equal to 0. It is showing. We have running only one thread here. Let us say I will change it to 5 thread numbers. Let us observe whether it will give a different thread number each time. You can see if I check this one, thread number equal to 4. It means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 0 to, here it starts with 0, here it is 4. It means for each user it is giving a different value. It means here the value is from starting from 0 to 4. Total 5 threads, right? It means this var is able to store a different value for each user, each virtual user, and provide you with that value, right? You can use that value for any other processing purpose. Similarly, there is another JMeter object prev. Here prev means previous sampler response. It means for this case, this is the previous sampler, right? HTTP request. The response of this sampler, if we use prev here, it is used to extract the data from your API response, and here prev is used to extract the response from the previous request. How you can use it? Here for example, prev dot get response data as string. It will store the response data as a string, and I can store it in some local variable. Let us say def response res1 I will store in some variable. Similarly, you can also extract, let us say def res2 equal to prev dot get response code. Then you can print this in the log dot info response equal to plus here res1. Similarly, log dot info response code equal to here plus res2. Now I will go to options, log viewer, options. Here you can check log viewer. Let me clear this. Now if I run this now, this should be able to provide you with the response string. For example, is there any error? Get response data as string. So here this is our actually, here we need to enclose it in the double quote, this particular variable. So let me clear this. Okay, there is one error missing. Okay, no such property thread num. Okay, I need to enclose it in the double quote. Let me clear this. So let me run this now. Okay, now you can see response code 200. If you go to this here, if you check here response header, response code, you can observe here 200. It is extracted here in the log using this script. And you can use this extracted value for further processing or checking certain conditions, right? In this way, you can use a prev to process the response of the previous request and check the certain conditions or do certain operations. Right? Similarly, you can observe here, this is the response string, complete response it is extracted here, right? You can observe this whole response it is. So this is very big because we have extracted the complete response. See here it is starting the response. Here you can see response. This is the one we printed. This is the response. This response is very big. Whole page HTML it is providing here. So next JMeter object is props. P-R-O-P. Yes, it is used for global shared variable. Props is a global shared variable. We use a props whenever you want to globally share the variable. If you want to share the data across the threads, then you can use this. For example, here I can use a props, props, props.put to initialize the value of a variable. For example, I will say global key. I will initialize it as a global value, right? I can print this here. Now we have initialized this global key with a global value. Now you can print it in the log dot info props equal to plus, here you need to use props dot get. What is the key? This is the key, right? You need to use this like this. So now it should be able to print this value here in the log. Let us observe props global value. If I add the one more thread group here and if I add the one more HTTP sampler here, now let me try to access this here. I will add the preprocessor JSR223 preprocessor. Here I can say def key equal to props dot get. You can use this global key. Let us try to access this. Now if I try to log dot info k equal to, right? If I clear this and run this again, okay, here I have not provided anything. https www.google.com. Clear this. Let's try to run this. So okay, here we have multiple threads. I just put one thread here, one here. Let us try to clear this and let us try to run. You can observe here. Let me copy this. You can see key is printed here in the log. Here you can observe key equal to global value. This is what we have accessed in this second thread group here, right? Key equal to key. In this way, it can be shared across the thread group. Whenever you use props, you are able to share this variable across the different thread group. You can get that value here and you can process in the second thread group as well. Here, most important thing that we need to understand here is vars is per user. It means safe for dynamic test data. Props is a global, that is shared one, used for config or global flags. Here prev is your gateway for accessing the response of the previous request. So we have understood this practically using this particular test plan. I will attach this test plan for your reference in the resource section of this video. Thank you for watching.